geobyte.
Try to read it clearly. It is asking like this. It is asking like this. Three blocks M1, M2 and M3 having masses 4 kg, 6 kg, 10 kg. 4 kg, 6 kg and 10 kg. Okay. Respectively are hanging from a smooth pulley using ropes 1, 2, 3, which are maintaining the tensions T1, T2 and T3 when they are moving upwards with acceleration 2 meter per second square. Right? Then what is the T1? You are asked to decide the T1. Very simple question. Very simple question. You know, this is the right block one. This is the block one. This is the block one. Total weight acts on the block. Total masses 4 plus 6 plus 10 into G. This is equal to 20 into G, 200 newtons. The T1 is acting like this. This is the T1. The whole unit is moving upwards with an acceleration. A is given. This A is given 2 meter per A equal to 2 meter per second square. Let us take another slide. Another slide. Let me draw it. This is the block. The block is moving upwards. The block is moving upwards, yes, with acceleration equal to 2 meter per second square. This is the T1 direction. This is the weight direction. Weight is decided as 200 newtons. 200 newtons. Then, since the block 1 is moving upwards, I can write that T1 is more than 200 newtons. Therefore, T1 minus this 200 newtons must be equal to mass times the acceleration. Here mass is the total mass. T1 is equal to M1 plus M2 plus M3 into A plus 200. So M1 4 plus 6 plus 10 into acceleration 2 plus 200. 200. It is 20. 20 to 40 plus 200. 200. So it is equal to 240 newtons. T1 equal to 240 newtons. Look at the options. Options are not available. Answer is 240 newtons. Understood clearly? Yes. Similarly, look at the another question. Try to read it clearly. A wooden block initially at rest on the ground is pushed by a force which increases linearly with a time t. Which of the following curves best describes acceleration of the block with time? Since the force is linearly applied, therefore, along with the time, acceleration is linearly varying. Among the all curves, only D is maintaining the linear variation between the acceleration and time. Therefore, you can opt the option D. Okay, very simple question. Similarly, let us take the another question. Try to read it clearly. It is asking like this. A cricket player catches a ball of mass 120 grams. Mass of the ball equal to 120 grams. 120 divided by 1000 kg. This is equal to 0.12 kg. Moving with a velocity 25 meter per second. That is the speed. Speed equal to speed of the ball 25 meter per second. If the catching process is completed in zero point 0.1 second, the time required for catching equal to zero point 0.1 second, then magnitude of the force exerted by the ball on the hand of the player will be. It is like this. Look at the ball. This is the ball. That ball is maintaining the speed v equal to 25 meter per second. After this ball reaches to hands of the player, its velocity, let this initial velocity, final velocity v2 equal to 0, right? That catching process is happening within zero point 0.1 second. Then what is the force acts on the hands of the player? Force F equal to ma, it is equal to m into a dv by dt equal to m into v2, right? Here the force is transmitting from ball to hand, ball to hand. Therefore, straight away I can write v1 minus v2, v1 minus v2 divided by time. So mass is 0.12 kg multiplied by v1, 25 minus 0 dividing by zero point 0.1. This 0.12 into 25 by zero point 0.1, 250. Simplify it for getting 30 newtons. That is the force which is transmitting from ball to hands of the player. So option D is absolutely correct. Understood clearly? Yes. Similarly, let us take the another important question. Try to read it clearly. It is asking like this. Three blocks A, B and C are pulled on a horizontal smooth surface by a force of 80 newtons as shown in figure. Look at the force. Their force is for pulling the three blocks with the help of a string. Since nothing is spoken regarding the string, that's why assume this string is rigid. The rigid string is one which does not undergo for any deformation. Okay. And another important point is smooth surface means friction equal to 0. We need not consider any friction effect. Okay. The tensions T1 and T2 in the string are respectively. What is the value of T1 and T2 respectively? Okay. For that case, first I need to decide the acceleration. Here force must be equal to mass times the acceleration. Force equal to m1 plus m2 plus m3 times the acceleration. From this acceleration equal to force by total mass m1 plus m2 plus m3. Force is given 80 divided by the sum of the masses 5 plus 3 plus 2. Therefore, acceleration equal to 8 by 80 by 10, that is equal to 8 meter per second square. That's the acceleration. Okay. Having that value, you can decide the what T1 value. For that, let's take the block 1 of mass m1 equal to 5 kg. It is accelerating with a equal to 8 meter second power minus 2. The tension T1 is acting towards right. This T1 must be equal to m1 times the acceleration, m1 5 into 8 equal to 40 meter. This is the tension is a kind of force. It is newtons, 40 newtons. Look at the options. Among all options, T1 value is given only with the correct T1 value is given, that is 40, only with option A. Therefore, option A itself is absolutely correct. You need not to calculate the T2 because the T1 value already got 40 newtons. That 40 newtons T1 value available only with option A. So therefore, you can save a lot of time. Otherwise, if you want to find the T2 value, you can find it. If you want to find the T2 value, if you want to find the T2 value, take the block 2 of mass m2 equal to 3 kg. It is accelerating with 8 meter second power minus 2. This is the T2. This is the T1. Since the block is accelerating towards right, I can say that the T2 is more than T1. Therefore, T2 minus T1 must be equal to m2 times the acceleration, or T2 equal to m2a plus T1. m2 equal to what? 3 into 8 plus T1 already got 40. It is 24 plus 40 is equal to 64 newtons. That is the T2 value. Look at the option A, 64 newtons. Understood clearly? Yes. Similarly, look at the another question which is repeating in the same year, in the year 24, in the month of April, the same question is asking. This problem already we have done, right? We got the answer 9 by 7. Do you remember? Yes. 9 by 7 is the answer. Similarly, let us take the another question. Try to read it clearly. It is asking like this. All surfaces shown in figure are assumed to be frictionless. Assume it to be frictionless means you need not consider any friction. And the pulley and the string are light. This is the string. String is massless. Light means massless. This is the pulley. That means here you need not consider the mass of the string and mass of the pulley. The acceleration of the block of mass 2 kg. What is the acceleration maintained by the 2 kg block? That is the question. For that, let us take the 4 kg block. Let this is the here the masses. Let this is the m1, m2. This m2, that is 4 kg, is moving on both sides of same string. As long as the string is remaining same, the tension remains same. That tension is T, T, T. Assume this weight is moving down with acceleration A. Then what is the weight? Weight equal to 4 multiplied by acceleration due to gravity. Mass multiplied by G, 40 newtons. That weight minus 2T must be equal to mass times the acceleration. Mass times the acceleration. Weight is how much? 40 minus 2T is equal to 4 times the acceleration, or 2T equal to 40 minus 4A, T equal to 20 minus 2A. Okay, you look at the diagram. 4 kg mass is moving on both sides of the same string, whereas the 2 kg mass is moving only in one direction. Therefore, if A be the acceleration of the block 2, 2A be the acceleration of the block 1, that is 2 kg. Okay, you're asked to decide that right acceleration of the block 2, that is 2A is how much, not A. 2A is how much? For that, let us take the surface. This is given 30 degrees, 30 degrees, not centigrade, 30 degrees only. Here mass is kept. This is the mass. It is accelerating with 2A. For the value of mass 2 kg, 2 kg. Then 2 into 10, 2 into 10 is acting vertically downwards. If I mark a normal line, it is making an angle 30. The weight of the block is making an angle 30 with respect to normal line. Then this is the 20 cos 30, and this is the 20 sin 30. 20 is the weight. They equal 20. Newtons. Okay, and this is the tension T. The block is moving in this particular direction. Then I can write that. I can write that. I can write that. Here T is more than 20 sine 30. Then I can write that T minus 20 sine 30 is equal to mass times the m1 times the acceleration 2e. So T minus 20 sine 30 1 by 2 is equal to 2 times the 2a. But what is the T value? T value 20 minus 2a. 20 minus 2a minus 10 is equal to 2 times the 2a. So here it is 20 minus 10 10 is equal to 2 into 2a plus 2a plus 2a. 10 equal to, let me write the 2a outside, 2 plus 1. So the acceleration of the block 2 equal to 10 by 3. That's the answer. Is it option available? 10 by 3, 10 by 3. It is 10 means G by 3. G by 3. Option B is absolutely correct. Understood clearly? Yes. Here, acceleration of the 4 kg block is A. Acceleration of the 2 kg block is 2A. That's why we have decided the 2A value. Understood clearly? Yes. Similarly, here G equal to 10 we have taken. 10 G value. Similarly, look at the another important question. Try to read it clearly. A stone of mass 900 grams is tied to a string and moved in a vertical circle of radius 1 meter, making 10 rpm. Their mass is 900 grams. 900 divided by 1000 is equal to 0.29 kilograms. And it is moving in a circular manner. The radius r equal to 1 meter. It is making number of revolutions n equal to 10 rpm, revolutions per minute. The tension in the string when the stone is at the lowest position. Here pi square value given, G value given. Let us assume the stone is connected. This is the stone. Let me write it clearly. This is the stone connected by means of a string. This is the string. That is the string of radius r. You know, the tangent, take minute. Let me draw it clearly. I am marking a tangent. That tangent is representing the tangent that is representing the linear velocity v. Okay, and the tension developed. Self weight is acting vertically downwards with a magnitude mg at the bottommost position, and the tension is developed vertically upwards. Okay, now here T minus, definitely here T is more than mg. T is more than mg. Here I can write that T minus mg is the net force, that is centripetal force, m r omega square. That is the fact, right? Net force must be equal. Net force must be equal to centripetal force. This T you are asked to decide. The T you are asked to decide. Then T equal to mg plus m r omega square. Okay. For that, we need to decide the omega. Omega equal to 2 pi n by 60. It is equal to 2 into pi into n given 10 divided by 60. 10 6 times. It is equal to pi by 3. Radians per second. Then T equal to what? mg plus mr omega square. Is it g value given? G value given 9.8. Phi square value 9.8. Here m zero point 0.9 into 9.8 plus m zero point 0.9 into 1 omega pi square by 3 square. It is equal to zero point 0.9 into 9.8 plus 0.9 into pi square value is given. Pi square value given 9.8. 9.8 divided by 9. Divided by 9. Now we simplify this value. Simplify this value. Zero point 0.9 you can write outside. Otherwise 8 minute. Okay. Zero point 0.9 into 9.8 you can write outside into 1 plus 0.9. 1 plus 0.9. 1 plus 0.9 we have written outside 1 by 9. 1 by 9. 8 minute is 1 by 1 by 9. 1 by 9. Okay. Na? Then you simplify this value for getting the answer 9.8 newtons. That is the tension. Understood clearly? Yes. Look at the options. 9.8 option B is absolutely correct. Understood clearly? Yes.
Geobyte.